And I wanted to go over a passage in this book that I felt, first of all, you should definitely read it. Go read it, go listen to it, whatever. Go get it in your knowledge. Um, go read it. I wanted to share a passage in it that I felt um, specifically ma- I don't want to say matched, but spoke to the idea of being successful and attainment, right? The whole book in general, I'm not done reading it. I literally am like halfway done. I'm on the first part still. um, but I feel like it really goes along with how we can um, begin to increase our idea of ourself, so that we can increase our achievement and our accomplishment and our attainment. You feel me? So yeah, or just think about it. So this is page 76 slash 77. Um, and he says, oh, and I also wanted to read it because it shares a very common quote that I didn't really know the what's the word, the origin of. And I feel like this book was written in 1959, and the the war was right before that, um, and so I feel like this cliche, and it is today, but um, was very authentic in this setting, and I wanted to share that so people can get a different understanding of this phrase. But we'll get to that when we get to it. And also, excuse me, I do not speak German, so I might mispronounce a name. Okay, just getting ready. Okay. So again, this is Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor E Frankl, page 76 and 77. And it says, as we said before, any attempt to restore a man's inner strength in the camp had first to succeed in showing him some future goal. Nietzsche's words, he who has a why to live for can bear with almost any how, could be the guiding motto for all psychotherapeutic and psychohygienic efforts regarding prisoners. And that's what the phrase I was talking about. He who has a wife can live through anyhow, essentially. Um, and I've heard a lot of people say that, but specifically in this context and with everything else that he speaks on with his experience, it really makes that passage very potent and real and raw, because he's literally living in a concentration camp. You feel me? But he had a purpose, he had a why, and you can kind of go through the book and discover what that is. But um, I felt like I wanted to, that's what really tipped me off. But we continue. Whenever there was an opportunity for it, one had to give them a why, an aim for their lives, in order to strengthen them to bear the terrible how of their existence. Woe to him who saw no more sense in his life, no aim, no purpose, and therefore no point in carrying on. He was soon lost. The typical reply with which such a man rejected all encouraging arguments was, I have nothing to expect from life any more. What sort of answer can one give to that? Wow, we're going to keep reading a little more. It's still another paragraph I want to read. But let's pause, because that's still a condition that people go through today, not outside of concentration camps. He also talks about when people lose their jobs or perhaps go through a relationship breakup, like a divorce, something kind of major like that. Um, where people feel like there's nothing in life for them, so their life force doesn't feel like it needs to be a force anymore. You feel me? And I think that's so important when we speak about attainment, achievement, opportunity, because having that record of receiving your rewards helps you to have hope for the future of receiving future rewards, of attaining future good deeds, and obtaining future joys and accomplishments. Um, but when we start to get in a place where we don't have goals, we don't have aims, where we aren't striving for something, we get lethargic and we get um, depressed. You feel me? That is what depression is. Your energy is not there. It doesn't want to show up. It doesn't feel like it has a reason to. So we have to encourage each other, and that's what this space is for, Anjulique.com. We have to encourage each other to seek within ourselves what it is that we seek to attain, what it is that we are aiming for, what we're striving for, right? And there's another part of this that he speaks on. So I'm going to move forward with reading.